Hi, I'm Jenna Zadaka. As a mother, I know how hard it is to carve out space and time for yourself. So, thank you so much for practicing with me today and for showing up fully for yourself. Wherever you are in the world right now, no matter how messy your kitchen is or how messy your life is, let's just take these next 40 minutes to tune into our body and breath and nourish ourselves so that we can better give and nourish our loved ones, our children, our family, our communities. So, wherever you are, let's unroll your mat and let's practice.
All right, let's get started. We're going to start in child's pose. So open the knees wide, sit on the heels, and walk the hands forward. Rest the forehead onto the mat and lengthen through the spine, walking the fingertips forward and resting the forearms onto the mat. Starting to arrive and center. Maybe there's a part of us that's still running to get here. A part of us that's still doing dishes or stuck in the chaos of a child's tantrum this morning. So wherever you are in the mind, allow all the parts of yourself to arrive. In this moment, in this body, on this mat. And begin to bring awareness into the breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So every inhale, our belly expands as we breathe in life, ruach, energy. And every exhale, we send it to all the areas of the body. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last exhale, we'll empty the breath fully and we'll come up to all fours. The knees stack under the hips, shoulders on top of the wrist. And we'll drop the belly, open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, curve the spine, navel comes towards the back. Keep going, inhale to drop the belly. Crown of the head reaches up. And exhale to curve the spine, maybe the tops of the feet on the floor as you press into the hands. Keep going, following your breath. Giving your spine this gift of movement and fluidity. Bringing our awareness from the front body to the back body. Last breath. And we'll come central. And we'll start to just circle the hips in circles around and exploring the length of the mat, the corners of the body, maybe giving some spaciousness to these areas that need extra attention and loving kindness. And we're continuing with that breath as we inhale ruach and strength, and we exhale it throughout all the centers of the body. Last breath. And we'll start by extending the right foot behind us, as if we're pressing through the heel, really lengthening through that right calf. Float that right heel up, left arm reaches forward. Top of the thigh faces the mat. Find your length. Navel tucks in towards the back body. Then exhale, knee to elbow, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more like that. Finding the center, the strength. It's the last one, and then we'll bring it down. Rock the hips right and left. And we'll extend the left leg behind us, pressing through the heel. Float it up, right arm reaches forward. Find your balance, maybe your gaze locks on something in front of you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, draw it in and lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more like that. Bring that knee down, hand comes down. And this time we'll extend the right leg out from the hip. Left palm plants as we peel the right arm to the sky. Bring that attention to the right shoulder blade, maybe pulling the blades of the shoulders together, extending through the fingertips. Inhale to reach, and exhale, weave it under the body, bend the knee. Either pause here or continue floating up on the inhale and under on the exhale. And imagine this as a big angel wing just swooping and embracing me. This right arm of chesed, of loving kindness, bringing it into oneself. Last one, we reach. Float the hand down, right foot reaches to the sky, like we're doing a footprint on the ceiling. We're gonna pump for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time bring it into the knee, into the chest as you curve the spine, press through the hands. Inhale, draw it up, open. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale to open. 2 more like that. And float that knee down, rock the hips right and left. Left side, we'll extend the foot from the hip. Right hand plants in the middle of the mat, peel the arm to the sky. Lift through the fingertips. Exhale, bend the knee as you weave under. Pause or continue to flow. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we dip through. Last one, we'll come back to all fours. We'll lift that left leg like we're printing onto the sky, bending the knee. We'll inhale, pump it up. 3, 4, 5. Knee comes into the chest, curve the spine, and extend, open. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, open. A few more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And bring the knee down. Sink back into child's pose again. This time, raise the palms to the sky. As if you're open to receive the abundance of this moment. Breathing deeply, allowing ourselves to be vessels to hold so much. And then bring the hands together and then bring them up and over the back of the skull As we anchor the elbows and open those triceps, melt the heart towards the mat. Float the hands to the top of the mat. This time we'll lift up and back to downward facing dog. Find a few deep inhales and exhales here as you sink the heels into the mat, pressing the heart towards the thighs. Shoulders away from the ears. And we model to our children how to take care of ourselves. So if we give to ourselves vitality, strength, health, we teach that to our children. So inhale, filling up. Exhale, release, pressing through the hands. One more time, inhale, fill up. The belly expands, and exhale, sink the hips back a little bit further. And then we'll look to the front of the mat. We'll walk the hands forward folds. Bend the knees as much as you need to really dip the crown of the head down. This shape of a yod reminds us to return inwards, to be a light onto ourselves, to show ourselves the love and kindness we so need and deserve. So we'll start to inhale as we roll all the way up to standing. So here we arrive in Vav pose, the Hebrew letter of connection. So it's where we connect body and breath, mind and heart. Allow the integration and the unification. Imagining abundance coming above us as if it's spilling through the crown of the head all the way down the length of the body and out through the soles of the feet. As if we are a channel in this world, a channel of light and energy. Every breath we are receiving and giving. Which is so important as mothers to receive from the source of all life, to give to our loved ones and our communities. So we'll start with the flow and you'll go at your own pace. I'll walk you through it. So we'll start by inhaling the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands come to the lower back and open the heart. Love Tahor, Barali, Elohim. You were created with a pure heart. So shine your heart forward and then sink the hands down behind the legs all the way to the mat, forward fold. At the bottom of the exhale, we'll inhale, bringing it all the way up to standing. And exhale, open the heart and float the hands down. And just showing yourself some love and connection on the way down. And rising on the way up. Keep going at your own pace, following your breath. Last one, we'll roll all the way to the sky, reaching above us for inspiration, for abundance. Exhale, hip bones, reach forward as we open the heart center. Shoulder blades pull together. And then forward fold, we'll meet here. Bottom of the exhale, we'll step back into plank pose. So push through the heels. Bring the navel in and up, press through the hands, finding that core strength. Here we find our core center. This is our willingness to show up each day fully. Our willingness to take the higher path, even though that's not always the easy one. And we'll start to lower all the way down to the ground. Or knees, chest, chin. Inhale to peel the heart off the ground. Upward facing dog. Press the heart through the shoulders. Open the throat. And then exhale, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. And deep exhale, letting it go. At the bottom of the exhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Inhale, knee comes into the chest, hover. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it over to the right elbow. Exhale, extend. Last one, across the body, bring it to the left elbow to hover. Exhale, extend. And then as you're dipping the crown of the head, we'll softly look forward, bring the foot between the hands. Soften the knee, inhale to lift, hands over the head. Open the palms towards each other like you're holding something so precious over the crown of your head. Float the hands down. Back knee lifts. Come up to the ball of the back foot. We'll float the hands up. Energetically pull the hands together. And then exhale, we'll lunge forward as if all the kids in our house are having a tantrum at the same time, and we're just about to lunge out of the house. So really energizing through the front leg, pressing through the fingertips. And inhale, float it up. Bring the hands together. Palms come over the third eye, over the mouth, to the heart. We'll deepen forward and swivel the feet back to the back of the mat. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands dip forward, swivel to the front. So keep going like this at your own pace, bringing extra awareness to the feet. Great, last one. We'll lift at the front of the mat. We'll turn that back foot parallel to the back of the mat. We'll sink forward into Warrior Two. So extending through the fingertips, deepening into that front leg. And then we'll inhale, draw it into the heart center. Exhale, extend. Keep going with this expansion and contraction, bringing it into the heart, exhaling to send. So really filling up before we're able to give. I often notice when I give from a place that I'm not filled, I end up throwing my energy in places that it's not always helpful. So we center, we extend. It's this constant balance, new dynamics every day, shifting, learning. Sink here in Warrior Two, dropping the shoulders down, extending through the fingertips. And then we'll straighten the leg, bring the toes in, hands come on the hips, and we'll fold forward, hands on the mat. Or you can walk the hands forward in front of you, sink the hips back. Anything heavy, Let it roll off the spine, off the crown of the head onto the mat. Releasing some of your burden, letting it go. We hold so much of so many others, their challenges, their successes, their light, their darkness. We hold it all. So we also release and surrender. Bring the hands to the hips, lift all the way up to standing, and we'll float the arms forward. Step back into plank.
Pressing through the heels and finding that center point between the front and back body, right under the navel. Feel that contact of the earth beneath the hands, and then knees, chest, chin are lower to the ground. Tops of the feet rest on the earth. Inhale to peel the heart all the way up. Shine the heart forward, open the throat. Lift the knees off the ground, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice the symmetry or asymmetry of the right and left side. We often carry so much in different parts of the body. So just scanning the body and noticing what parts feel open, expansive, and what parts of the body feel tight, maybe heavy or stuck. Sending extra breath to that area. Empty out, and then inhale, the left leg floats up. Bring it in, hover, extend. Inhale, bring that knee to the outer left elbow to hover. Engage the core and extend. And exhale, across the body to the right elbow, hover and extend. And here we'll look between the hands, step that left foot, the front of the mat, knee comes down, open the palms towards each other. Float the hands down on the exhale, lift that back knee, and we'll inhale, high lunge. Our palms are open, collarbones spread. And then hands come over the third eye, mouth, heart, and we'll swivel to the back of the mat. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, bring it around. Follow your own breath here. We have this incredible ability to shift and move the energy around through intention. We'll meet back in the front, we'll lift, and then send that back foot parallel to the mat, warrior two. Open and gaze forward. Soften the gaze, extend through the fingertips. Deepen a little bit more through that front leg. And inhale, draw it in. Exhale, let it go. Keep going. Last one. And we'll straighten that leg. Bring the toes towards each other. Heels are wide. And this time we'll interlace the hands behind us. Press them down to the mat to open the heart. Gaze up to the sky. And then fold forward. Hands over the back of the skull. So breathing into that space of the back of the heart. We often live so much in the front of the heart, giving, doing, pouring out. And the back of the heart is our sense of support, what holds us up. Release the hands to the mat. Hands come to the hips. Inhale it up. And we'll extend forward. Sweep the hands to the front of the mat. Step back into plank. Knees, chest, chin are lower all the way down. This time we'll come up to Sphinx pose. So forearms are parallel. Hug the elbow points towards the body as you lift, peeling the heart open. Softening the tops of the thighs into the mat. This pose is the elixir of our everyday tasks. As mothers, hunching, constantly bending, dishes, holding children, breastfeeding. So this pose is medicine to the working mother. Stay here or extend the elbows up into seal, opening through the heart, deep back bend. And if you're in Sphinx, we'll start with the right hand. Press each finger down as you say or think something that you're grateful for. Keep softening the belly to the ground. And when you're ready, on the left hand, we'll press each finger down and think or say 5 ways that you can show up more presently, more fully for your family or for your community. And if you're in seal, lower the elbows down.
And from here, we'll bring the hands up and we'll sink back to downward facing dog. No matter how elegant or clumsy that transition may be, maybe do it with mindfulness. And we'll inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee to the outer wrist, setting up for pigeon. Bring those hips back and soften. Stay right here if this is a deep stretch for you. Otherwise, we'll walk our hands to the forearms, maybe to a pillow, to a bolster. And here we start to deepen into the hips, our water center, the center of creativity, fluidity. And the lesson of water is to know how to yield instead of resist. So where in our life can we bring that element of water? Learning to surrender, to soften, to yield. We deepen into the hips and find our own fluidity, our own water being. We'll walk the hands up from here, shining the heart forward. And we'll bring that left leg up and around, hugging the knee to the chest, draw it in. Crown of the head lengthens. Stay right here, or sweep the hand up and over, twist to the left. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Locating the breath, noticing the texture, the directionality of the breath. Is it jagged? Is it soft? How's it feeling today? And we'll bring the hands forward, extend that left leg back, press back into a plank. We'll vinyasa here or we'll meet in downward facing dog. So when you're in down dog, we'll inhale, left leg lifts. And then left knee comes to the outer left wrist. Walk it back into pigeon on the left side. So stay right here, walk it forward, maybe even come forehead to your forearms or forehead to the mat. Wherever you are today is perfectly fine, perfectly whole for your body. Find that spot that is just right for you today. Without judgment, just giving yourself some compassion, some love. And I just learned yesterday, there's no singular word for mine. Mine is water, for those of you who don't know. And mine is always plural. Mine also stands for our tears of water. And so when we're struggling, motherhood is a constant struggle. When we feel alone, we have to remember that every time we shed a tear, God also sheds a tear. He's crying with us. The creator of the universe is crying every time we cry. So your struggle is not alone. We're being supported. We're being constantly showered with presence by the divine creator. And knowing this, we can surrender. We can soften into those places of struggle, of tension. We lean into and we deepen. We deepen our awareness, our practice. And we practice not to be perfect, but to place ourselves in the realm of experience. Of experiencing what it means to walk through the world with higher awareness and presence and connection to ourselves, to our divine soul. And we'll walk the hands up. Right leg comes up and over the body. Pull that knee to the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Right arm lifts up and over. Try not to gaze at your messy house or all the dishes that you need to do. Just finding perfection in this moment, however chaotic or messy it may be. Just surrendering to what is. Right arm lifts up and over. Extend the right leg back. We'll even down dog or come through a vinyasa. And we'll walk the feet forward. Come onto a seat. So find the sit bones on the mat. Lift the legs parallel to the floor. Open the palms to receive. Draw the navel into the top of the thigh. Stay right here. Or you can exhale to extend and inhale, draw it in. Exhale, open. Inhale, draw it in. A few more like that. Last one. Bring the hands to heart center. Drop the feet to the ground. Open into butterfly. So giving our feet a nice massage. Again, our feet do so much for us through the day. And just giving them back some love. Especially if you're carrying children, doing a lot of dishes, standing on the feet. Our feet have a lot of pressure points that correspond to other parts of the body. So also exploring, maybe there's one point that really releases something, or really connects to a deep emotion or a part of the body. Just exploring with an open curiosity, wonder of the body. Maybe we'll massage up the legs, wherever really you're feeling tension and needing extra love. And then we'll bring the feet onto the ground. We'll extend all the way back onto the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug.
We live with the words Bereshis bara Elohim, that we're constantly being recreated by the source of all life. We're never stuck in our own patterns, our cycles. So every inhale, we're connecting to the source of all life. Each inhale is a new yesh, a new existence. And every exhale, we leave it all behind, letting the yesh die. A radical act of self-renewal. So let's bring to the mind's eye the higher version of ourselves. How can we leave the mat and walk through the rest of the day as our higher self? So what does this higher self breathe like? What does she move through the world like? How does she talk? And this higher self, whether it's a part of you, whether it's a voice within you, an ancestor, if she could tell you something right now to help you move through the rest of your day, what would she tell you? Maybe it's a word, a phrase. Maybe she's showing you how to navigate a difficult situation. Just listen to her. And give yourself a deep hug and exhale into our final Shavasana, final relaxation pose. And here, instead of basing our self-worth on our to-do lists, accomplishments, how clean our house is, what we finished at work today, this Shabbat aspect of our practice allows us to tap into our infinite self-worth that is deeper. That's from a place of pure being, pure existence, our wholeness that's not defined based on what we do or don't do. So breathe into this feeling that I am enough. I am enough. In this lifetime, I am enough. In this moment, in this breath, I am enough. I was created pure and beautiful. No matter what, I am precious in the eyes of our Creator, in the eyes of myself. I was created whole and beautiful.
And from here, we'll roll the hands and ankles, toes, waking the body up. We'll come onto the right side, push up into a seated posture. Bring the hands to the heart center. Close the eyes, bow forward, thanking the Creator for these precious bodies, this precious breath. And each inhale is really an exhale by our Creator. So each inhale is this intimate moment with our divinity, with our Creator. So breathing in, feeling the divine just flow through us.
From my mat to yours, thank you so much for showing up today and practicing with me. For more Jewish yoga content or just to connect, visit breathandsoul.net. See you soon.